Do you feel lethargic all the time? Struggle with high blood sugar levels or having trouble managing your weight? Well, fasting might be the solution you're looking for. In this video, we'll explore the numerous health benefits of fasting and how taking a break from our regular eating patterns can significantly improve our overall health. The first amazing benefit of fasting that we're going to talk about is very surprising. And actually, very few people know that fasting can actually boost your brain activity. When you begin your fast, your body initially uses the stored glucose in your liver and muscles as a source of energy. When glucose stores get depleted, your body starts to use fat for energy, producing ketones, which are an efficient fuel source for the brain and have been shown to enhance the brain function. Fasting creates a state of mild stress in the body that is beneficial for the brain. It activates certain pathways in your body that helps the cells to cope with stress and resist damage. It does so by increasing the production of neurotrophic factors in the brain. Neurotrophic factors are special proteins in the brain and nervous system that provide nourishment and support for nerve cells that helps them to grow, survive, and stay healthy. One such factor released during fasting is brain-derived neurotrophic factor or BDNF, which supports the survival and growth of brain cells and plays a crucial role in learning and memory. Higher levels of BDNF can protect against Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative conditions. Fasting has numerous benefits for your immune system. It suppresses chronic inflammation and decreases oxidative stress in your body. You can imagine chronic inflammation as a condition in which your immune system is constantly switched on in excess of what is needed. This is actually very harmful for our body. Our immune cells produce chemicals known as pro-inflammatory cytokines, which are like messengers of the immune system. They basically tell other cells to fight off infection, but too much of them can be harmful for your body. Fasting helps to reduce the production of these pro-inflammatory cytokines. This article talks about a study that was conducted on 50 healthy subjects who fasted from dawn to dusk on 30 consecutive days during the month of Ramadan. It showed that the levels of cytokines, including interleukin 6, interleukin 1 beta, and TNF alpha, were significantly decreased after 3 weeks of dawn to dusk fasting compared with the baseline levels. Fasting also increases the number of immune cells in your body, specifically the monocytes and macrophages. Monocytes are basically a type of white blood cell that patrols the body for pathogens and damage. When they find it, they transform into macrophages. Macrophages are basically more powerful immune cells that engulf and destroy invaders. They clear out debris and they also aid in tissue repair, playing a key role in the body's defense system. Fasting can lead to significant positive changes in your metabolism. The most important and beneficial effect fasting has on your metabolism is reduction in insulin resistance. For those of you who don't know, insulin is a hormone that is made by the pancreas in your body and it allows glucose in the body to enter the cells and be used for energy. Normally, insulin attaches to cells and signals them to absorb glucose, keeping blood sugar levels in a healthy range. In insulin resistance, the cells start to ignore this signal from insulin, which basically means that the cells have now become resistant to the action of insulin. This means that glucose cannot enter the cells as easily and blood sugar levels start to rise. To compensate this, the pancreas produces more insulin, trying to get the cells to respond. Over time, this can lead to higher insulin levels in the blood, and this is associated with development of a number of diseases in the body, like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, obesity, high blood pressure, and abnormal cholesterol levels. When you fast, your body's demand for insulin decreases because you're not introducing new glucose from food. With less glucose to manage, the body requires less insulin to be released by the pancreas. Over time, this reduced demand helps to reset the body's sensitivity to insulin. This happens because the cells aren't constantly exposed to high levels of insulin. This improvement is a key factor in maintaining healthy blood sugar levels and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes and other metabolic diseases. Fasting also leads to release of adiponectin, which is basically a hormone that is produced by your fat cells. It also helps to regulate the blood sugar levels by reducing insulin resistance in the body. Fasting can have many positive effects on your cardiovascular health. These positive effects include an improvement in your lipid profile, reduction in your blood pressure, and decreased inflammation in the body, which directly affects your cardiovascular health. Also, the improvement in insulin resistance and fat loss because of fasting indirectly benefits your heart and blood vessels. Fasting leads to a reduction in the levels of total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides in the blood. LDL cholesterol is often referred to as bad cholesterol because high levels of LDL can lead to plaque buildup in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks. Triglycerides are another type of fat in the blood, and high levels are associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases. Fasting basically forces the body to use fat as a source of energy, which reduces the levels of LDL cholesterol and triglycerides in the blood. This improves the lipid profile of your body. Now, this is very interesting. Imagine this. One of the most important difference between cancer cells and normal healthy cells in the body is a difference in their metabolism. Cancer cells have a much higher need for glucose than healthy cells. If you limit the circulating glucose in the blood, the healthy cells in your body can easily switch to an alternate source of energy like fat. But cancer cells don't have this ability to switch to another source of energy so easily. Without the nourishment to grow and thrive, cancer cells become more vulnerable to chemotherapy and other targeted treatments. At the same time, normal cells become more resistant, which helps them to protect against toxicities of treatment like chemotherapy. You can read more about the various researches on this topic here on this article. I have provided all the links to various references in the description box down below. Fasting offers a period of rest for the digestive tract, reducing the workload on stomach, intestines, and other organs involved in digestion. This break can help to reduce the symptoms of digestive disorders such as bloating, gas, and inflammation. It gives the gut lining time to repair and regenerate, which can be damaged by constant exposure to food particles and potential irritants. After a period of fasting, the digestive system becomes more efficient at processing foods and develops improved motility. This enhanced motility can help to prevent constipation by promoting regular bowel movements. Fasting also affects our gut microbiome, which is a complex community of microorganisms living in the digestive tract. Some studies suggest that fasting can increase the diversity of bacteria in the gut microbiome. It promotes the growth of beneficial gut bacteria, such as those which produce short-chain fatty acids. Short-chain fatty acids have anti-inflammatory properties and play a critical role in maintaining gut health. It also leads to a better immune system. Another important benefit of fasting is that it leads to a reduction in harmful bacteria in our gut. Since these bacteria thrive on a constant supply of nutrients from the diet, a reduced intake of food can starve these harmful bacteria. A number of scientific studies have proven that reducing the total caloric intake is a way to increase lifespan in almost all species. Several places around the world are known for their very healthy and long-lived people, such as Ikaria in Greece, Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, and the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica. These blue zone areas have many people who live to be 100 or more years, more so than many other parts of the world. The main thing these places have in common is their approach to eating healthy, especially the practice of not eating too much, like stopping when you are about approximately 70 to 80% full. Now, there are several proven reasons as to why this is the case. Basically, fasting stimulates autophagy, which is basically the body's way of cleaning out the damaged cells. This process removes dysfunctional proteins and cells which are associated with age-related diseases. Fasting also reduces free radicals in the body, which lead to cellular damage and premature aging. Also, like we discussed earlier, fasting creates a state of mild stress in the body. This strengthens the body's stress response mechanisms, making the cells more resilient to other stressors and challenges that they might face. This helps them to live longer and healthier. In conclusion, fasting offers a number of health benefits, which lead to a reduced risk of chronic diseases, enhanced physical and mental health, and an overall increase in longevity. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Happy fasting!